we mind to develop and concentration, beginning to concentration, meditate means concentrate. Our mind too much thinking, mental agitation. So that way, we to beginning, we say meditate. Mind good discipline. Then after our mind to more deep meditation means to get wisdom. Tibetan Buddhist philosophy, this means we need to wisdom. Yes, meditation much better, we get wisdom. So why this get wisdom? Why? This why. We need to be happiness inside, we call nirvana. Nirvana means this authentic happiness.
Yeah, true and long-lasting and authentic happiness.
So we say authentic happiness and nirvana something same. We need to complete get happiness inside. Right now, sometimes we have happy, enjoy life, but not too longer, Always change this happiness we lose. Sometimes happy, enjoy, sometimes not happy, Why this problem? Right now we have happiness, but this is not to stay longer inside. We need to good ultimate happiness. We call nirvana. We reach nirvana inside. Ultimate happiness we need. So this to get happiness. So that way we need wisdom. Meditation we need wisdom. Why wisdom? Why? This ultimate happiness we get before we meditate wisdom, we liberate our ego center.
Yeah, our egoistic mind.
Egoistic mind. We need to liberate, We need. So we are meditate always. There's we have ego inside ego, me, Always we are lot meditation, but always ego with meditation means we never plan to reach nirvana, impossible. You are meditation, but with ego, then we never plan to reach nirvana, ultimate happiness. No, there's ego. Ego is there's a root of problem. Ego. If we never liberate this ego, we never get ultimate happiness, nirvana. We never. So that way, this root of problem, ego, liberation, which meditation, wisdom. We need wisdom meditation. Wisdom. So this wisdom, how to get, method, calm abiding. Shamatha, we call shamatha. We need calm abiding. This is method to get wisdom meditation. Wisdom meditation, they all regulate problem, liberation, or negative emotions, all the always thinking, those things, then wisdom, they good to liberate. So this wisdom we need calm abiding, shamatha. Then, how to get calm abiding meditation? We need concentration, single point concentration we need. Concentrate. Our mind not agitate, not too much thinking. Concentrate, we get inside, we keep mind, single point concentration we need. Then how to with single point concentration? Then we do this practice mindfulness, awareness to learn. What are we doing? This we mindfulness, we keep exercise each day, small meditation. Then you sit in your house, then meditate concentration with mindfulness, awareness. That's it, Just solution there. Beginning to meditation, mindfulness, awareness. Concentrate inside. mind each day is a little bit concentration to practice, to mindfulness, awareness, to have good concentration. This concentration to have calm abiding. Then inside, then we have wisdom. That's it. Then everything is there's a regulate, regulate.
Yeah, solved. Yeah.
Solved. Yeah, everything there. So that way we say happiness inside, problem also inside, not outside problem. Everything is inside, everything is inside. So that way we do inside meditation to do. So they said just short, I like to more talk, but time is too quick, So that way, if you like to question, I like to share question and answer. This is philosophy, We share each. If you have question, not shy. You question me. If I know, I give you answer. If I don't know, then I say I don't know. No problem. Then if you have question, no problem. We have time for you. We exchange. We are, this good to share time. This time, enjoy time. We share. Yeah, not only me, We share together. Is okay?
Yeah. So Lama Samten say he likes to share with you, but it's better what you like to know also. Not only him speaking, but you also what you like to learn. So if you have questions, you're welcome.
Yeah. You okay?
Very loud, eh? Loud.
Have you guys reached Nirvana?
كده تربح طب تسايم بس.
Oh, you question me. Okay. I will like to quick to in nirvana, happiness, but now I'm walking this road. I'm in the road. Not again. I hope, This I wishing, I'm not get, but I know, how to go there. I know, but now I'm to end the process in the road. Thank you so much. This question, yeah, good. Yeah.
Okay. 제공 가르쳐.
난 결혼 안 했네.
Okay. Yeah.
유몽 제공 맛있어.
Analytical meditation. We say all Buddha's teaching, like if we condense them, there's two kind of teaching for practice, two kind of meditation. So as Lama Samten told, most important part is wisdom. Buddha's teachings are more you try to understand reality, because if you understand reality as it is, you will not develop delusion, illusion. So this two kind of meditation we call analytical meditation and concentration meditation. So to develop wisdom, you need analytical meditation. But as a tool, as a method, as a basis for developing strong and deep wisdom, you need as a basis peaceful mind, shamatha, calm abiding. So when we speak about analytical meditation, what we mean is that first you have to study, like you cannot do like as Lama Samten said, like you meditate on your negative thoughts, Some people sometimes they say, I will meditate thinking, but while they think, they increase their anger, increase their fear, increase their jealousy, It's not good things. We want to be more happy. So if we meditate with negative emotion and negative thoughts, you will go out of your meditation more tired, more depressed, and more emotional. So this is not the meaning of meditation, analytical meditation. First, you study what the Buddha said about reality, like example about impermanence, about love, compassion, how to develop this positive quality. And after, when you know how to develop this positive quality, so you train your mind according to this reasoning. So this is what we call analytical meditation. This is to uproot our source of our negative emotion that are cause our suffering. Because in our daily life, usually we are confused. We think our problems comes from outside. Our solution come from outside. So we wish, we look for buying new things, meeting new people, buying new things, moving place. We think, oh, I will be happy. But as soon as we get that, after not longer, we get same problem, same difficulty. So what we say, root of our suffering is negative emotion that are based on wrong understanding of reality. So when you develop proper understanding of reality through reasoning, through analytical meditation, this removes, this extinguishes the negative emotion, negative thoughts, so you get this real, true happiness, nirvana. This is the meaning of analytical meditation.
Yesterday,
Sorry. You speak of things all being impermanent and for us to try and reach a loss of ego, right? It's very illusory, it seems. But I mean, like, how do you lose yourself but still remain in the world? And also, when we're traveling, we're always tempted with fear and desire. How do we know what true love is in that sense? How do I make sure that if I'm giving things to the rest of the community, that it's something beneficial and it's not necessarily infatuation of my own ego?
Oh.
저런 랍들 봐. 저런 랍샤. 우선.
Question.
저런 랍샤 되게 봐. 다고 난지 고생도 와. 난지 다 저런 야고 랍샤는 걸리는 랭지단 군다한테는 뭐 무슨 걸 봐. 어디 저 고시제. 는 란진진고 란진진기 경게. 난 제벌 좀 종내디 민두동이 교통선이 요하다. 기술 저런 삼는 랍샤인데. 네. 저런 삼는 랍샤인데. 군다 보면. 란진진 경도 전에 로종고 장중생고 된데 시기 봐. 된데다네.
Okay, so I'm not sure I understood clearly your question. Can you just repeat a little bit?
Of course. So when you speak, you talk about how like the biggest problem is yourself. Everything is from within, and we project our fears and our desires onto the world. And in order to live in this world, we have to be one with it.
Yeah.
And that oneness is spreading love. Now, how do I know what true love is or to spread it without it becoming an infatuation of my own ego, trying to,
Okay, okay. Yeah. So this actually we need, firstly, you know, we spoke about importance of awareness and mindfulness. So, you know, like if you make something externally with physical matter, you know, you can ask some people, oh, is it good, is it not good, okay? But when it's according to inner life, so we have to check what is my motivation, you know? So how do we know, is it ego or is it like pure love? This one, we can know, you know, we have to check. So firstly, first thing, we should know, like example in Buddhism, we speak about love, we speak about like attachment, you know, nowadays people, they think love is, you know, cause of happiness and cause of suffering. But in Buddhist philosophy, there's two different things, you know. One state of mind cannot be at the same time positive and negative, you know. Should be cause of happiness, should be cause of suffering. So this difference like love and attachment. For example, if I do something to help somebody, but it's getting something in return, you know, this is not pure love, you know, because our ego is there. We love, I think mostly in our relationships, that's what we do. We love people around us, we give them something, but we wait something in return, you know. So what is talking about Buddhist philosophy is the Buddha's mind, you know, when we want to become enlightened in Buddha, means love is pure, authentic, without this attachment, you know. So our usual love is more, we love others, but we wait something in return. We are attached to this person. So we try to understand firstly what is attachment, what is ego, what is love. So like this we can understand, after we know them, after we can try to develop pure love and reduce the power of ego, reduce the power of attachment. But first, if we never learn that, very difficult, because in our society now, we learn many things, you know, we learn maths, we learn geography, we learn languages, we learn history, we learn how to make lots of money, lots of technology. But there's one problem why we have difficulty. We don't learn these things. What is the mind? What is love? What is ego? We don't have like a class in the school, since primary school. Love 101, you know? compassion 102, you know? We should have this kind of thing. Like His Holiness Dalai-lama is speaking lots about that, you know, like not giving religious things. This is a personal life, religious matters. But, you know, understanding the mind, understanding emotion, this is universal thing. We should learn these things in school, in the society. So that's one problem. First, we should learn what is love, what is attachment, what is ego. So in Buddhist text, we say all suffering in this world comes through, like all sufferings in this world stems from the desire for one's own individual happiness, and all the happiness in the world arises from the desire for the happiness of others, you know. So when we are too much egocentric, we think about only myself. This is the cause of not bringing happiness to others, but this is also the cause for my own personal suffering. But when we develop real, pure, authentic love and compassion for others, others will be happy, and myself also will feel more comfortable. That's what His Holiness Dalai Lama always mentioned, importance of compassion in our love. Not from a religious perspective, not from even a spiritual perspective, just logical matters, you know. If you have love and compassion, you feel more peaceful, others feel more happy, so that's like that. Yeah, we call like secular ethics, you know, having a good ethical life, positive thinking, positive words, positive actions in society without mixing through religious things, because religious matters are personal choice, you know, not society choice. Yeah.
Yes, you.
In order for meditation to work for a person, is it important to do it at the same time every day?
So the question is, for meditation to work, is it important to be always at the same time every day? Yeah, okay. So I think actually meditation, as we mentioned earlier, the real meaning of meditation is trying to cultivate and habituate your mind to positive things, you know, like peaceful mind, compassion, and love. So if we ask when should we meditate, we could say 24 hours a day is good, you know. Real meditation process is every time, you know, when you work, when you walk, when you eat, when you sleep, even if your dreams, if you really train your mind properly, for sure your dreams will change also. So this is real meditation thing. But when we sit and we take time for meditation, this is really helpful for our training, you know. So what time should we do? Usually morning time is the good option, because before we go to work, before we open Facebook also, we take time to calm the mind is good, because after, when you just check the news, after you speak, after you work, so you have many things in the mind. When you have a good rest, you rest your body, you rest your mind during sleep. When you wake up in the morning, so you have more clear mind. So they say it's easier. Like example also, Buddha also attained enlightenment at the, you know, morning time, you know, when before the sun. So like this, we say morning time is maybe best time. So if we also do always the same time, maybe gives us, you know, like, okay, my discipline. If we don't have discipline, I think we're easy laziness coming, you know. So maybe it's good, but it's not necessary also, you know. Sometimes you don't do, you say I'm too tired, or I have no time this morning. Exceptionally, you do evening or you do afternoon, also no problem, no problem. But most important thing is that you keep, you know, like you don't focus only on the sitting period, but in more like daily activity also. Being mindful, always 24 hours mindful, always positive, you know, like keeping your mind on the positive track. When you see going to negative thought, negative things, you bring back the mind to positive. You know, this is most important.
Oh yeah, there are question.
Quoi des tambours d'Iran?
Yeah, you. I saw. I don't saw it. I'm sorry.
So often, like I would say, most of the time we are living in our sort of egocentric way of being, and I wonder is like sometimes it's confusing to recognize. I think you recognize what isn't,
and what is that sort of ego working on you. You know, I wonder what's a good way to be able to differentiate the.
Yeah, so the question is how to identify our ego. You know, ego is always with us, but how to identify it properly so we cannot fall under the power of ego, right?
Yes, because it seems to be the automatic and I guess for most of us, I would say myself,
Yeah.
it's like it's the automatic way of being.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And so it's like to break its spell is.
Yeah. So first thing is, you know, like as I mentioned earlier, first thing is we should firstly like study what is the ego. Firstly, you know, like because it depends on how we translate. Because sometimes some people they consider ego something very important in life. Okay, it just depends on what you say. But now what we're speaking about is more like kind of negative ego. You know, like if we talk about ego being something like self-confidence and I will achieve my life, I will achieve my project. This is thing we need in life actually. But when we talk about this ego in Buddhist texts, they mention like two kind of facets, two kind of aspects to this ego. One is a strong, like one is grasping through a true or independent self. You know, when we say me, yeah, looks like something really kind of separated from the rest of the world. You know, it's me. You know, something very strong, independent self. So this is one we call ignorance. You know, this is the root of all suffering, this kind of ignorance. And because of this ignorance, there's a second aspect of the ego that is the self-cherishing. You know, like best example I find when I explain to people is like you see the Lord of the Rings. You know, like the Gollum. So much my precious ring. You know. So same thing we do with our person. You know, my. So when it's my or you know me or mine. You know, my stuff, my family, my house, my phone. You know, all these things is strong grasping to we say self-cherishing. So this is the two aspects of the ego. So first we study them, we'll try to identify how they work, what is their aspect, how they manifest in our daily life, and after we can recognize, so when they happen, so we can say, oh, this is my enemy, you know. Usually we consider my enemy is my neighbor, my boss, my ex, you know, we say my enemy. But actually in Buddhist philosophy, this is not true enemy, because you move house, you have new enemy coming. You know, like you look all the wars, always they think I will make, destroy my enemies. They have more enemies, you know. It's not destroying external enemies. Destroying your internal enemies, negative emotions, anger, jealousy. But root of these emotions is all ego. So today, it's just like I told you, 1 hour. Lama Samten, they study in the monastery 20 years. We don't have time to explain all in detail.
He's good, he's good. You
But
don't need 20 years.
but we should study a little bit. You know, now you have access because you know, look in the library, look in the library. You see so many books. His Holiness Dalai-lama, great master like that. There's so many books now in English. Maybe most widely translated is English language. You're very lucky. You can read. You can learn these things. You know, we should try to, in the books, in the Buddhist text, it's clearly explained what is ego, how to overcome that. It clearly explained because Buddha, he got this achievement, he got nirvana, he got enlightenment. So he speaks from experience. Sometimes we speak, but not from experience. We speak only through what we learn. But Buddha speaks from experience. So if you learn this Buddha explanation, this is wonderful, you know. Nowadays, many people, they say, I will explain you how to be happy, but they are not happy, you know. So Buddha is really happy man, you know. He explains through reality. So you look, so we always say like this, we have no created teachings, you know. We are not teaching my personal teaching. We just transmit, you know, like share the Buddha's wisdom. So if we follow exactly what Buddha said, so we can find same, you know, like he explained the way, this way. Thank you.
Yeah, you do one in second way. You tell me. Yeah.
Yeah, my question is, does diet have anything to do, or does it impact meditation?
What is that?
Diet.
Diet, okay. Okay. So actually, if we look at Buddha's own life, you know, there's a not so much specific diet, you know, not specific diet, because Buddha at this time, you know, he was living very simply, you know, so taking every food he gets, you know, so there's not something like very specific diet, okay? But for sure, some meditators, they say, for sure, if you eat too much, for sure difficult, you know? If you eat too much, you feel, because there's two main hindrances to meditation. One is mental agitation, but other is mental laxity. You know, sometimes we meditate, but we are too much lax. After we feel very relaxed. So sometimes we say we are knocking nails, you know, like this. So this is not meditation. This is just relaxation and sleep, you know. So this kind of too much eating may be not good for meditation. Also, not enough eating, not good also. Because if you don't have enough food in your body depends on, you know, 4 elements. Food is like heart element, water element. We need. If we don't have these elements, body feel weak, so we don't have proper meditation. So we should eat enough, in good measure. And also, I think some food, they say like maybe when you meditate a lot, maybe too hard to digestion. Some kind of meat or some kind of eggs may be difficult. But except that, there's not too much specific on diet in Buddhist texts, you know, not too much.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could talk more about the middle way, you know, moderation. You mentioned it briefly now. When the Buddha was alive and he was teaching, there weren't airplanes, right? So, and it's very noisy in our world today. And I often don't know what to do. Should I, if I have trouble concentrating because it's very loud, should I always look for a quiet place, or should I actively like try to fight and train my brain to deal with the noise? I don't know what the middle way is there.
지단이 분 동원되다가 옹시 막가위는 객실에서
어, 네.
진짜 주는 것은 옹시 개요말을 막
네.
그냥 싸보지 것은 옹시 개내셔널스.
Okay. So actually it depends. You should do according to your own level, you know. In the text they clearly mention for beginners it's better to be in a quiet place because, you know, we have 6 different consciousnesses. There's 5 external one, what we call usually here the 5 senses, and the internal one, the one that doesn't use the 5 one. Example, while you dream, while you think, you don't use the 5 senses. So firstly, beginners, we are easily distracted to 5 senses. So that's why they recommend, example, while you meditate, you half close your eyes and you be in a quiet place. You know, all this, and you know, nice weather, also not being too cold, too hot. These things are very important, mostly for beginners. When you have some experience of bringing the mind inside, you have strong mindfulness and attention. So your mind doesn't get caught in these things, you know. Like your mind, you can control, you can keep in place, you know. For example, you know you can keep in place. If you listen to a movie, you're very concentrated on the movie, someone talks to you, you can't even listen what he say because you too much like to see the movie, you know. So same thing with the mind. When you too much love meditation, you're concentrated, you forget about the plane. You forget about the things coming. You have something like flies or something. You don't think about that. When the mind is not inside, so it's easily outside. So you get feel of the fly, you get feel of the cold, you get feel of the sun, you get feel of all the things, the sound. So for beginner, difficult. So should be quiet. And more you get some experience, so no problem. After you give in the city with lots of sound, no problem.